Hello there, Joanne Lavelle here in Dundalk in County Louth, and today you join me at number 1 Broughton Street, a very smart two-bedroomed end of terraced property that is situated right in the heart of the older part of town. Broughton Street being particularly known as a really lovely neighbourhood of very traditional looking terraced dwellings, but yet within short walking distance of all amenities, services and requirements that you can think of. This property measures around about 80 square metres and has been extended at the rear to give lovely bright kitchen accommodation as well as 2 reception rooms on the ground floor. Then there are 2 bedrooms on first floor and then additionally some very convenient and accessible attic space at the top of the house. It's got oil-fired central heating. As you can see here, a really lovely back garden, which at this time of the day, it's now 6 o'clock in the evening, and so it's west-facing back garden with a little workshop at the rear, which also in itself holds immense interest for many buyers. So perhaps for your first-time buyer, your downsizer or your investor, number 1 Broughton Street is definitely a property to pay close attention to. So we're going to have a little look around inside, and then as usual, let me know your comments, your interest, and if you would like to take a closer look. Let's get started. So here we are at the front of the property, and this is Broughton Street, really lovely sweet part of town, and number 1 is here at the end of that terrace. And as you can see, there's a secure gated area here to the side, and number 1 has access into that shared laneway, which is beneficial for delivering oil and also, for example, for having side access to the property, which we have. Further down along Broughton Street here, that's the Meest College, so secondary school there. And then if you go further around to the right, you're into St. Helena's Park, which is just lovely. Now, we're going to get started inside. This property comes to market having been totally refreshed, redecorated and looking lovely. Into the entrance hallway, lovely smell of paint greets you, which is always a great sign. Really smart tiled floor underneath. And into the right, the first of the 2 reception rooms. Now there would undoubtedly have been a fireplace there. It's closed over now. But you can see there, now the proportions of the room are difficult on the camera. So trust me when I say it's just an ample little living room. Around then to the second reception room, slightly wider. Open fireplace there at the far end. Again, lovely space. You can use this as living room. I mean, you have 2 living rooms, so there's plenty of scope and options within this property. Carrying on down, we're now into the extended part of the house. First, we have the bathroom. I'm going to pop on the light. The extractor is just going to, you'll hear that whirring away. That's the bathroom. And then the kitchen. It's a great size. You can see there, plenty of space here on one side for your dining area, and then plenty of worktop and storage space around. So whether this is a property which is accommodating 1 person or 1 family, it's very well appointed. Now we're out here to this lovely back garden. It's 6 o'clock in the evening or just after, and you can see the sun in the distance. So this is west facing back garden, and it's lovely. There's something lovely about a townhouse back garden which is this size, because it's such a joy and it's such a treat. You can see there also, there's the oil tank and the boiler is in behind that brown door. And we'll carry on down along the path then down to this very useful structure at the back of the garden. So here we go, multi-purpose. How are you? This can be your work from home space. This could be your workshop. It could be studio, den, games room, yoga room, gym. Really many potential purposes here, and can very easily be upscaled if you wanted to insulate it to make it more comfortable and cozy, or simply just cleared out and used for any purpose you want. So that's a great addition to the property. So the property measures around about 80 square metres, and as you've already seen, plenty space within that, and the extension to the rear is a great bonus. We're going to carry on now upstairs, and please do take note, again in reference to the condition of the property, recarpeted stairs and just everything in super condition. Now we'll start off with the bedroom at the front. 2 windows here, 2 windows overlooking the front of the property, and that's a really spacious double room with a whole wall bank of fitted wardrobes. Now, something that's lovely to point out here is that this property overlooks the side aspect of other gardens. And why is that important? Well, a number of reasons. First off, it means that it's not overlooked. There's nobody looking back at you at that space. And secondly, it means because we know that that's an easterly aspect, you're going to have lovely morning light coming in there. So it's a lovely position for this property at the top of the street. So that's bedroom number one. Bedroom number two. Again, you can see it's a double and it's got built-in storage at either side. I want to give you a look out of this window because it will show you the roof of that extension, which is a lean-to roof and all looking in good condition. And that's just catching the sun as it sets there. Gorgeous evening. Now, this is super as well. Wow, that's already two massive bonuses to this property, or three. The extension, the workshop at the back, and now the attic has been adapted to create this very accessible space. So this is not bedroom accommodation. This is technically floored storage. It's carpeted and it's got a little Velux window there. And in fact, if you look out there, you can see across to the mountains. But very useful space in itself and very clever adaptation of that storage. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is number one, Broughton Street. Definitely worthwhile, I think, having done this virtual viewing with you, and hopefully you agree. If you have any questions, please do let us know. If you have an interest in this property, you should let us know quickly, because for a property such as Broughton Street, it's likely to attract quite a lot of attention. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you here very soon. All the best now. Bye-bye.